forced to run away as the Hydras are in position. And now it looks like a lot of Overlords are going to down. Let's count them. 3 Overlords down right now, but 1 Corsair falls as well. 3 Overlords down, 1 Corsair is lost. I'm sure that 2 more Corsairs are pumping, so he still has that critical mass. No more Corsairs coming out right now. Cybernetics core is not spinning, so I believe +1 is finished. And a shuttle out is out as well, so this is going to be Corsair Reaver. I apologize for not seeing that robotics facility out earlier. I somehow missed that. But yeah. This is going to be Corsair Reaver. How good is Jangbi's Corsair Reaver? The multitask stress, the micro stress is extremely, extremely high in this build. We see Citadel of Dune going up as well. He's probably going to want the Speed Zealots, and later on he may want to transition into Archons and Storm as well. But early on we are definitely going to be seeing some Reavers. We still have the support bay already. Another Overlord going down here. And Jangbi doing a good job here. Right now picking off a lot of Overlords, establishing air superiority, forcing Type B to waste some minerals on reproducing Overlords, delaying the Hydralisk count from really getting high right now. You can see that there's only about a dozen and a half Hydralisks right now in the air for Type B, and that is a good position right now for Jangbi, especially as his first Reaver should be popping out any moment now if it's not already out, and the Reaver might be able to start coming out and doing some damage. Another Overlord going down, so Type B needs to do a little bit of a better job here, I think, at this point, protecting his Overlords. These aren't even Overlords that Jangbi's diving in for and really chasing after. He's finding the extraneous ones, and I think Type B needs to do a little bit better job of handling this. Here comes the Corsair shuttle. The shuttle has that Reaver in it, maybe even has a couple of Zealots in it. I don't think he's had time for 2 Reavers. It's possible, depending upon how early that robotics facility went down. Like I said, I apologize, but I didn't actually see when that robotics facility went down, and the support bay as well, but I assume that it's only 1 Reaver currently. The Observatory also down, Templar Archive, so we got the entire tech tree up and running right now for Jangbi. Jangbi really needs to get that 3rd base up and running, which is why he's sending out that probe right now. It looks like he's going to try and take that mineral only, and if he can just defend, if he can just get that 3rd base up and running, get some cannons there, establish that 3rd base and defend it, that is a really good spot for him. He doesn't necessarily need to do a ton of damage with this Reaver. He's already done a decent bit of economic harass with the Corsairs. We see Burrow has been upgraded as well for Type B, so he's going to try and catch these Corsairs. Also going to try and catch a shuttle possibly with those Hydralisks, and if he can get a shuttle, that would be huge, huge, huge. But it looks like Jangbi was playing mostly conservatively throughout most of this game so far, in terms of with his actual ground forces and his shuttle, and I think that's a smart play by him as he establishes this 3rd base. As long as that Reaver and Corsairs are still a threat, and these Hydralisk numbers are still low, he'll have time to get that 3rd base up and running, and that's what he's doing right now. He's dropping the Reavers right now, going to try and get a lot of the Hydralisks. The Hydras are clumped up, and we saw several of them go down right there, and the Speed Zealot's doing a great job of staying in the way. Hydra's numbers just aren't there. Not a ton of Hydras right now. More Hydras going down to Reaver Scarabs. Very good Reaver control right now by Jangbi, doing a fantastic job here. Some lurkers out as well. Jangbi losing the shuttle. Jangbi loses the shuttle, and looks like he might actually lose some Reavers, but no! Some great Scarabs going off, killing a lot of Hydras. Oh my god, that Reaver is somehow still alive, just doing massive amounts of damage. Maybe 1 more Scarab gets off there before it dies, but yeah, it did a ton of damage there. Looks like most of the entire attack force for Jangbi has fallen, but it's done a ton of damage. Not a whole lot of Hydras left in the air. It looks like the Zealots have also managed to pick off several drones. Several lurkers have gone down as well, and the 4th base is being harassed by 2 other Zealots, and the remaining forces are also heading over into that area, going to try and stop that base from going up. If they can stop that base from going up, that is a huge advantage for Jangbi right now. Jangbi coming in with another Reaver, with another shuttle. Hopefully this is actually Storm and not Reaver, and he might actually be able to catch some more drones. We're going to see what's in there. Let's see what's, and it's actually DTs, a single DT being dropped right now into the main of Type B, and we'll see how many kills it's able to get. It looks like it's going to get at least a few here. It gets 1, 2, 3. All of the gas drones are down at the main, and Type B does not appear to notice this. He has no idea what's going on. There we go. There's the burrow being used by those drones, and now he's going to try. Jangbi is going to try and take down the spawning pool. Not very likely to have too much success there. Overlords should be able to get there in time, and the Spore Colony also having range. But that DT got something like 8 kills or so, somewhere in that range, 6, 7 kills, somewhere in there. Very, very good by Jangbi. Jangbi also has Zealot still at the top left, going to take down that hatchery. That is surprising that Type B even allowed that to mutate in, I guess would be the term. But now Type B coming in for a counterattack as well as he's losing that base. He knows he has to do some damage, maybe stop the 3rd base from Jangbi from going in. Some storms, not typical Jangbi storms, not the best storms there by Jangbi at all, but that Reaver still doing a lot of damage. There's another storm doing just moderate amounts of damage, not great storms, but it's enough right now to hold. He gets his 3rd base up and running, stops Type B's 4th base. So Jangbi has found himself in the lead in this game. If he can hold on, if he can establish his macro, and really get going right now, he has an army advantage right now. He's got an economic lead right now. He's got a lot of choices right now. He's got a lot in the book that he can throw at Type B, and Type B is really on the back foot right now. Another speed shuttle now coming in here. Maybe going to drop a couple more DTs. Could be Stormers, could be a Reaver. Anything could be coming at Type B right now. Looks like it's going to be a 4 Zealot drop, maybe? Yes, it is going to be a 4 Zealot drop. He's going to walk in here, maybe try and pick up the spawning pool, maybe try and pick off a couple of stray units. Going to get some drones easily. There we go. My man, taking out the gas drones again. All 3 gas drones going down. So once again, Type B is going to be lacking in gas, and that shuttle just barely able to escape here. Mining being disrupted again. More drones going down. It looks like another 5 or 6 drones have fallen in this attack. Now, Jangbi needs to defend here. Poor Storms again by Jangbi. Jangbi, the Storm Master, just not looking on top of his game for the Storms today. He's a PvT storming god, but today for his PvZ Storms, they haven't really been top-notch, but they've been enough. The Reavers really have been doing the main brunt of the damage for him, taking out huge clumps of Hydrals constantly. And it looks like Type B is not even going to try and reestablish that base in the top left. This is pretty much all in for Type B right now, as he's not really trying to get a 4th base. This is pretty much do or die for him. If he doesn't do a ton of damage right now, he's going to go down. Couple Reavers out, Storms out as well, decent Scarabs. Average Storms coming in, but I think this is going to be enough. Maybe not for Jangbi. A couple Lurkers in here as well, and it looks like the Observer's gone. Finally, a very nice Storm there by Jangbi. Oh, no, there's still an Observer there, so that Lurker should be picked off just by a couple Dragoons. Can walk up that ramp and pick that Lurker off pretty easily if Jangbi is paying attention. That is definitely a damaged Lurker. It looks like he's going to use the Reaver Scarab and instead going to take down that Lurker. And Jangbi defending that push is pretty much maybe not GG, but it's definitely a massive advantage right now for Jangbi. And a couple good Scarabs coming in here. Maybe if they can pick up some more Hydrals is going down. So Jangbi is just playing lights out right now. Jangbi with that 2 Stargate opening, playing absolutely brilliantly, and has just taken a monstrous lead. I think he's establishing that Protoss ball with the Reavers behind the Dragoons and Zealots, and this Protoss ball is starting to roll. We don't see a lot of High Templars anymore, but I'm sure he's producing some more. We could also start seeing a Dark Templar switch as well, just because the Overlords have not really been in the best places right now in the field for Type B. He's had to play very conservatively with them, so Dark Templars could also be effective. We see Jangbi establishing a 4th base at the bottom right, going to try and drive this whole advantage home, going to try and make it just absolutely impossible to overcome, and it looks like he's going to attack the 3rd, and there doesn't look like there's many forces there at all for Type B. These Dragoons are going to be enough. Going to stop those Scourge from catching the Reavers, the shuttle, and Type B GG's. Jangbi gets a win. Yes, finally my boy Jangbi gets a win in PvZ. Thank God. Double Stargate opening, doing a fantastic job there, following up with some conservative Reaver play to really using it to support his army. Normally with Corsair Reaver you see a lot of harassment with shuttles. But this time, Jangbi with his shuttles was using DTs and Zealots for harassment and using the Reavers to really support his army. Great play by Jangbi, and yeah, that was fantastic. I'm really happy to see Jangbi finally come out with a win. I'm going to go to the next game. It's going to be set 3. I'm going to skip Stork versus Herb. Don't really want to watch that mirror matchup. I assume Stork will win just because it's Herb and Stork's a great PvPer. And we're going to go to the 3rd set. It's going to be Turn, playing in his first Pro League game, and Yarnak, Yellow Yarnak, so on Outsider. So I'm going to go over to that set. I'll see you there, and GG's, guys.